on the left and University of Maine on the right. Maine is a rookie team. This is their first year. University of North Dakota, they're the opposite of a rookie. They've never missed a year. University of North Dakota has been in this competition all 9 years, which is amazing. Haven't seen the North Dakota wheels move yet. Although sometimes it's hard to tell. If they're in an autonomous mode, sometimes the robots need to take their time and figure out where they are and where the obstacles are. And so sometimes you'll see an autonomous robot sit there for a while and do some calculating, do some sensing before it moves. Maine on the right, the students cannot see this camera view that we're looking at. The students can only see the reverse view, which is the lander view. Not only are they seeing the reverse view, which means their robot may be between them and the obstacle, but that view that NASA is giving them is a low bandwidth camera feed. So they don't have very high resolution camera feeds that NASA is supplying them, because we're simulating that they're operating these robots remotely on another planet. So Maine backed up a little bit into a crater, and hopefully they'll be able to get out of it. So this is the reverse angle camera view that I was talking about. This is the camera view the students can see if they choose to use it in their control room, which is the lander's view of the robot. North Dakota on the left, Maine on the right. There you can see the North Dakota robot finally moving. You can see the North Dakota robot's digging system is a bucket ladder system on belts. Those buckets will spin around that entire belt system. This is speculation. It's possible that the North Dakota team tried autonomy and then after a while decided to just go ahead and go into manual mode. That's speculation, though. Now the North Dakota robot is into the digging area, and you can see they've started up their digger. Now this is a plunging mechanism, so as it digs, it will actually drop down deeper and deeper into the soil, into the simulated regolith. Because most of the gravel, which is where the points are going to be, are several inches down, possibly 12 inches down. So the deeper that these robots are able to dig, the more points they'll be able to get in this competition. So you can see the North Dakota digger, it needs to go down. It needs to actually translate down in order to dig any more than what it's already done. So hopefully they have, hopefully they don't have an issue with their mechanism. And Maine on the right, their robot is still in motion, so there's still a chance for the Maine robot in the last 5.5 minutes to make it over to the digging area across that orange line and dig. So their digging mechanism is a rotating bucket drum on the front of the robot. You can see the Maine robot just put their bucket drum down, but I don't think they're trying to dig. I believe they're trying to get the robot over that obstacle. Now they're seeing the reverse angle view, so they will not have a good view of that rock that we can actually see from our angle. There goes North Dakota on the left. Now you can see they're really digging down now, because you can see all the dust kicking up. You can see the simulated regolith falling into their onboard hopper as they dig. Now, what they did was they rotated. I'm still not certain that their digging bucket ladder system is pushing down the way it's intended to, where it actually translates down underneath the wheels of the robot. It's hard to tell from this view whether it's actually going down. You can see in the upper right, this is the low resolution camera. See how low resolution that is? That's the camera the students are seeing and controlling in the control room. So they're zooming in to see if there's any regolith, any simulated regolith. I'm just going to call it regolith. So just know that this is an actual regolith from the moon. This is a crushed volcanic rock that we got from the western United States. And it does a very good job of simulating the regolith on the moon. Maine on the right is still trying to get over into the collection zone. You can see how high the Maine robot is. If it can straddle that rock, it can get past it, but if part of its mechanism is, if part of its drive system is stuck on that rock, that could cause them problems. We only have 3 minutes left in this run. At some point, University of North Dakota is going to have to, okay, they're definitely digging deep now. You can see in this camera view, the North Dakota robot is definitely digging deep. But at some point, they're going to have to decide how much time do they need to move their digging mechanism back up out of the ground, well, they don't have to turn the robot around. They have to back the robot back up to the hopper and run their conveyor belt. Looks like they've made the call. Time to stop and head back. You can see the white conveyor belt on the rear end of the North Dakota robot. It's always bad when you see wheels moving, but the robot not. They've dug in just a little bit, but it looks like they're able to get out of it. Some of these robots, if they get dug in, it looks like the Maine robot made it finally over to the digging area. With only 2 minutes left, this is really good practice for the Maine team because remember, this is the first time they've ever been in this arena. The Maine team is a rookie team, and no one has been able to do practice runs. So this is the first time the Maine team has been in this arena. Here comes North Dakota. This is going to be their only opportunity for scoring in their first official run with 1.5 minutes remaining. It doesn't look like there will be enough time for them to go back for a second helping. They're lining their robot up. From the side view, you get a really good view into their conveyor belt, and here comes all that dusty regolith, hopefully with a lot of icy regolith, hopefully with a lot of rocks inside there for the judges to weigh and score. With 1 minute remaining, this is the North Dakota robot dumping into the hopper back at the lander. We won't get an official score or an official weight until later. Best we can do right now is try and look with the cameras and see how many rocks it looks like. So the North Dakota team realized that there's still some material in their digging buckets, so looks like they were able to get, in the last few seconds, some of those last materials transferred into the hopper. So in the last few seconds, that is going to be, let's give University of North Dakota and University of Maine a big round of applause. Both of them did perform well in their first of hopefully 2 official runs.